The severe market correction we've been experiencing over the past week or so has continued to slide the cryptocurrencies further into the red. We've got double-digit losses across most of the top 100. Leading the charge downwards is Doge and XRP. We'll unpack all this and more in today's episode of Crypto News. Hey everyone, it's Greg here from Personal Evolution. Like I said in the introduction, big correction. As always, this is not financial advice, so please do your own research, but let's jump into the markets and do a update looking at where we are at. So yeah, double-digit losses. The market as a whole is down 12.59% today. Bitcoin down 11.95%, which is contributing to a 7-day loss of 20%. After yesterday's all-time high, Ethereum has slid back down. We saw this news story come out that showed that Ethereum hits its all-time high, but also the Bitcoin dominance dropped below 50%. So that is kind of one of those signals that we look for a lot in this channel. In terms of what that looked like on the chart, Ethereum poked its head around up about 2650-ish, which, yeah, like I said, all new time high after that previous kind of run up to 2534. That is a new time high after the previous one around 2530. Yeah, that meant that the Bitcoin dominance dipped below 50%, which we have looked at a lot in the past on this channel. It was down at 49. It just touched below 50% before bouncing back up with this current sell-off. So yeah, the big news, Bitcoin tumbles 10% in 12 hours to trade below 50,000. That has now extended further down. We're now at 48,000 looking at the charts. In terms of where that leaves us in terms of support levels, let me unhide the fib retracement, just to adjust it slightly to show you guys where we're at. We are in fact heading towards the support around the 2.618 level. So until it really breaks through that, I'm not too concerned, but we are heading towards it quite rapidly. So it'll be interesting to see if we bounce off like that, like we did the last correction we had. It's worth bearing in mind that, again, this is not anything new. I mean, this last correction we had, what was that? 26% from the previous high, and now this one is, what is that? That is so far, 26%. So around what we currently have. If it goes down to that next support level, it's minus 28%. If it goes down all the way, it's minus 50%. When it starts getting to minus 50%, we start thinking that maybe we've seen the top come in for Bitcoin, and I will explain why. So in the previous two cycles, let me just bin the fibs off, bin that. So in the previous two cycles, after Bitcoin came in at its top, we had big sell-offs that basically cut Bitcoin in half, 42% there in 2017. In 2013, we had a much larger sell-off, around 53% after the all-time high. So yeah, really that's what I'm looking for in this sell-off. If Bitcoin continues its downward move through this support level at the 2.618 fib extension and makes its way down to the 1.618 fib extension, that to me is signaling that we are actually in a fully flung bear market. For now, I'm just holding on, seeing where it goes, because we haven't yet seen the alts really take off, with the exception of Doge. And yeah, that brings me nicely on to what we're seeing in the alt market. Jumping onto the alt market, the trading view for that. Here is our fib extensions from the previous high to previous low. And yeah, you can see that we're heading straight back down to the 1.618 fib extension. Again, quite a nasty correction, but nothing that is too major in the scope of altcoins. It's a 32% correction from the previous high. It may be that we've kind of been waiting for this. In the previous two cycles, we have had these major corrections before stuff going on to much higher. So in 2017, we had a sell-off of 50% before we then extended right out to the new top. So yeah, in terms of the altcoins, we do see these sell-offs like before we go and push on, and that's what I'm looking for. In terms of the next level of support, let me just draw the fibs back on. So yeah, what I'm really looking for in terms of the altcoin total market cap is if we break through this 1.68 support level, then traveling all the way down to the 1.473, and that would test the previous all-time high. To be honest, I'm expecting us to bounce off this level because that is where our kind of two last tops were. So it's like a double tap top breakout, come back, retest the support, then break out further. If you want a better explanation of that, let me know in the comments and I'll do a deep dive into that. It's really based on a lot of the work that Blockchain Backer has done, and I'll link to his videos below because they're really good to understand this. So yeah, really just looking to see if the altcoins test that before they then go and push on. So I'm not too worried yet because we haven't seen the full extension of the altcoins. That would be somewhere up in this range. If we had been up in this range and then we're seeing the steep correction, then I'll be getting a bit nervous. But at the moment, we've not seen that. So that's always good news. So we still got a bit of room to climb from this kind of support level to do the full extension up. That's another 153% gain on today's market cap. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking for in the next kind of coming weeks and months. In terms of other stuff happening in the market, I thought it was worth looking at XRP as that's had quite a heavy correction. Again, similar kind of story. I'm looking at the previous support levels. In the XRP kind of bear market, we've always been hitting our heads on the 0.77 range. So again, wouldn't be surprised to see this all-time high come back, lose 60% of the value, test that support, and then ping off and go to the moon and end up, if I draw the fibs out, let's see where that would end up. Oh, I have to extend the thing again. So we'd go down, test this support, then go up, and I'm looking for XRP to end up somewhere around the $11 mark. So yeah, I'm looking for XRP to bounce down, retest this support, 0.7, and then ping back up. It may also be that it is testing this support from the fib extension. If it goes past the fib extension at 0.87, the next support I'd look for, and the really key critical support, is 0.77. So if it breaks lower than this, that's full on bear market to me. If it bounces off, great news. I think we can keep going higher then. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to show you on the charts today. In terms of getting back to the news, Coinbase Pro announced support for Tether's Ethereum-based USDT, which is just good news because if you want to sell out quickly of the market, the best way to do it to avoid taxes is to go into a stable coin first because it's considered not trading until you take your profits, or at least that's my understanding of it. And then 2 bits on NFTs. So yeah, in the NFT world, we've got MasterCard is set to incorporate carbon footprint tracking into a blockchain-based solution to help consumers offset carbon emissions through their purchases. Again, really good news for mass adoption, as well as more NFT news. Hollywood is in their upcoming ceremony. They're going to provide digital artwork as a tribute to the late actor Chadwick Boseman, with proceeds from the auction benefiting the Colon Cancer Foundation. Yeah, in the gift bags of 25 actresses and actors and directors nominated for their roles in feature films, they will get an NFT. So that, again, is really bringing awareness to the space. And that, I'm afraid, is it for today. Yeah, just one of those days that we just need to hold on, zoom out, see the bigger picture, and yeah, if you want, buy the dip. I'm not saying do that. It's not financial advice. But yeah, if you like the content, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and yeah, stay safe and just keep watching the markets with interest.